It's the NFC Championship game, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through San Francisco. It's the Lions and the 49ers, just ahead on EA Sports.
It was a frequent sight in the 80s and 90s, and it's continued on till today. Playoff football in the Bay Area as we welcome you to Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports, and man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game,
one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And he'll take it out past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
and you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Purdy now to throw off the play action. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Taking it about the 16. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl and came really within one quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Goff now looks to throw. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. 2nd and 11 at the 41. Now Goff. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Well, backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the gun, here's Goff. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Shotgun now with Purdy. Being chased out left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Purdy off the play fake. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's Aiden Hutchinson. He was determined to blow that play up, and he sure did.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Purdy from the gun. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Motion man left, Peoples-Jones. To throw is Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Goff now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Here's Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A toss out right to Gibbs. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Goff. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here's Goff. Shakes off the sack. Fighting to stay upright. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
I know I'm supposed to do the analysis here, but I've got to ask, how did he stay alive that long in the pocket?
Yeah, great footwork, which we know he has. If he would have been able to stay alive, get rid of the ball, or run for some yardage, he would have had a very unhappy defensive coordinator, I believe.
No doubt about that.
Badgley's kick is good, and the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now 2nd and 3. Now Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. Purdy now to throw. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Out of the gun, Purdy. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Aiden Hutchinson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick here is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Goff now looking to throw. This to Laporta, right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And this is good for a first down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
From the gun on third down, Goff. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Purdy.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big third down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big fourth down call.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42.
And they will take over first and 10. Detroit's offense ready to take over.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Gone. And his throw here is incomplete.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Purdy looking to throw. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Back to throw, Purdy. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Here's Purdy.
Gets this one to use check. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on first and goal. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
But first, time to look ahead to the AFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills doing battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half, as one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
Not too much to show you scoring-wise in that first half. Just a couple of field goals make up all the scoring. But I wouldn't be surprised if we're close to a breakthrough, and things should open up as we move along.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is, and doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
Back to throw, gone. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Devondre Campbell, nice play to get in there and drop him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Connects with Kittle underneath. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And Kittle going to have a 49ers 1st down as he'll take this down to the 26. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
2nd down and 4. Purdy off the play fake.
Throw left side complete. That's Willis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Here's 3rd and 6. Purdy sets up to throw again.
Able to get away. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Brock Purdy.
22 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the 2nd half.
Jake Moody now for the point after.
And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And Detroit back in possession of the football. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Goff.
Throw over the middle. He finds Williams.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 33. Now Goff.
And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Throwing again is Goff. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down. To throw is Goff.
That's complete to Laporta.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Goff throwing again. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
From a yard out.
And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
Inside the 20, Christian McCaffrey.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey.
72 yards. And the 49ers have moved out in front. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Now Moody for the PAT.
He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Well, I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And the tight end goes in motion left. Now it's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on third and long.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field.
He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 5.
One quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Now Purdy.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Aiden Hutchinson getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game. Even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Purdy looking to throw.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And taken right at the 35. So possession goes over here on the punt.
The Lions offense set to take over. They need a touchdown to tie it. Of course, they know full well they won't have too many more possessions, if any, in this championship game.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Out of the gun, Goff.
He'll find Williams on the slant.
And he's brought down.
Goff and Williams hooking up there for a Lions first.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
That's to the tight end, Laporta.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Now Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
The Niners set to take over on offense. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Here's Goff.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Gibbs is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Badgley on for the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. These fans on pins and needles. A Super Bowl berth on the line, tied in the 4th quarter as the kick is away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. And this one likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates. And boy, did it come in a good one here in the playoffs. All tied in the 4th with a berth to the Super Bowl on the line. Buckle up, everybody. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing here, Purdy. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Purdy. Open man is Jerron Jennings.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Purdy will look to throw again here. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And his kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And able to get this out to the 25.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
A field goal would tie the game. A touchdown, of course, gives them the lead. Boy, the drama intensifying on every single play with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
A shotgun snap for Goff.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at second down.
Back to throw, Goff.
Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Goff now looking to throw.
Oh, short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going.
He's got it complete to Gibbs. He's across midfield, and he is going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Goff. And his throw is incomplete. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now it's Goff. Finds Gibbs on the check down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And now it's scooped up by the 49ers. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he'll get this down to the 36. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And the crowd on its feet, and understandably so. They are Super Bowl bound after taking that knee.
How about the ability to celebrate not just winning a championship, but to do it with your fans on your home field? What a great collaboration for them all year long.
And for all these guys, whether you're a rookie, a 10-year veteran, there's no feeling like this NFC champs.
And you feel like family. Never at any time do you feel more like family than when you're sharing the joy of being the NFC champs. And now everyone gets to say they're going to the Super Bowl.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.